Hi, and welcome to America's Grip. I am your host, the Sensible Libertarian, the one and only. Today we have a very special guest. For those that watched last week, he's a repeat guest. It is the one and only Sensible Puppertarian reintroducing Thor. The one dog that can do it all. He can make all your dog dreams come true. Remember, hashtag Thor 2020. Before we jump into today's video on the freedom of speech, me and the Puppertarian here want to remind everyone to say hi to their NSA agent and tell them thank you for watching and thank you for being with us. Let's jump right into today's video. The freedom of speech. Thor, do you believe in the freedom of speech? Good. Thor does share all of our views here at America's Grip. He is our right-handed fur advisor. He's our top fur advisor on all things fur and furry, from furry animals and what their opinions are to treats and toys alike. The freedom of speech. Let's go ahead and get serious a moment. Freedom of speech. It's very simple. Because it was written in the Constitution to give people protected speech that is not only given to us by the Constitution, but ultimately by God or whatever your deity is. If you have one at all. It was given to us for that purpose so that no man could ever take it away. It's inalienable. It doesn't expire. It cannot be misconstrued. It's there. George Orwell, famous author, once said, if liberty means anything at all, it means the right to tell people what they don't want to hear. Famous author couldn't have said it better. Speaking of that, telling people what they don't want to hear, I'm going to speak to some people here that probably don't want to hear some things that I don't want to say. Here's what the liberals call trigger warning. Just because you identify as another gender does not mean we have to agree to identify you as that. I'm not saying you can identify as that. We're not saying you can't identify as that. What we're saying is we may not agree to agree with you. So, you ever heard the phrase agree to disagree? My next point I want to make for telling people what they don't want to hear. Black Lives Matter. You guys are a bunch of racist, ignorant, low-life criminals that must stand behind the charade that is Black Lives Matter. All lives matter. Every last one of them. Regardless of skin color. Period. Next ones I want to get to. Hillary Clinton. Everyone knows you deleted those emails, and everyone knows you're bullshitting. Everyone also knows that Epstein didn't kill himself, and Ghislaine Maxwell will not kill herself either. We're expecting you. We know it's you. Next point. Donald Trump, just in case you don't know this, you're orange, man. You're freaking orange. I have compared an orange to your face. You're freaking orange, man. Just say it. AOC. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, pardon me if I mispronounce that. Please feel free to rip me a new one. I don't care. Because I think that everyone will agree when I say this. You're a dumb ass. You are a dumbass. You have no real idea how the real world works. What's sad is you and I are about the same age of 24, early 20s. Actually, no, take that back. I think she's closer to 30. She's about 30 years old. Sorry. Makes the point even better. I know more about the world than what you do. I'm sorry. I know what a fucking garbage disposal is. I don't have to call somebody to tell me what it is. Mayor, speaking on not knowing what something is, Mayor Mike Bloomberg and all of you anti-gunners, I'm going to explain something to you right quick. Be prepared. First things first. This weapon is clear. 100% clear. I don't care if I get demonetized. Don't ever get demonetized for this. I am tired of playing by the rules at this point. Okay? All you anti-gunners that want to ban these weapons, especially you, Mayor Bloomberg, and if I'm quoting correctly, I'm pretty sure you said a semi-automatic pistol is one trigger goes like that. A fully automatic weapon, you pull one trigger goes like that. So I'm going to show you the action. I'm going to demonstrate the action with this. Again, this is a cleared weapon. There's nothing in it. This is a Glock 19 9mm semi-automatic handgun. Okay, this is my everyday carry. Oh, here's another trigger warning. I carry a gun every day because I'm going to make it home back to my wife. I love her very much, and I'm going to protect my family and myself. So anyway, Mayor Bloomberg, one trigger pull. As you can see me, I'm going to pull this trigger. That equals one round. Now, at this point, if there was actually ammunition in this weapon, as we all know, there's not, it would have caused the slide up here to cycle with its own gases, cycle, and then would come back forward. It would not fire another round until I do this. Now stick with me here. Ready? Ready? I'm going to release the trigger. Simulate that. That would release another round. That would fire another shot. But if I do this or this, the trigger will not fire another round. There will not be another round fire. It's one for one trigger pull. Simple as that. Again, next one I'm going to say. Next group of people I want to talk to. You defund the police, motherfuckers. All you out there that are crying, defund the police, defund the police. Oh, I was on my social media not too long ago, and I seen this great point, and I'm going to be honest with you, I cannot remember who made the point of instead of policemen, they're wanting to send social workers out. And this one particular person, again, I cannot remember who they are. I follow a bunch of feeds on my social media, which reminds me, go follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, at America's Grip, and at Grip America on Twitter. Anyway, you defund the police ass motherfuckers. Have you ever read a fucking history book? Have you ever read a fucking book? Not just ABCs with me or Hooked on Phonics. I'm talking about a real adult book. I don't know, like maybe this one right here. This is an adult sized book. This is a real book. Okay, it's not, it didn't really have any pictures in it. 99% of it is words. And that's about Reagan. That's about his time. That's from his diary while he was president of these United States. From the years of 1981 to 1988. If you defund the police, you are going to have nothing but anarchy. And what blows my mind about all of this is these same people that are saying defund the police are also the same one that said to get rid of private ownership of these. So, again, I'm not trying to get too much off track. This is the freedom of speech, but this is me in this video exercising my freedom of speech. Do you see how important it is? Freedom of speech is not just about saying things that you agree with. It's about being able to say things that even you don't agree with, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it except maybe prove them wrong or educate them. There are people say things to me all day, every day, the things that I don't like or agree with. But guess what? I don't get mad at them. A lot of times, I'll actually ask them to educate me. And if they can't, I call them a dumbass. It is their right to speak however they wish. Now, I'm going to pull from a Star Wars movie.
The ability to speak does not make you intelligent.
I love that quote. I'm not a big Star Wars fan, but I did see that. I know that one clip, that one excerpt, and I freaking fell in love with that quote because it applies so much to our nation today. especially a lot of our freaking leaders. If you have the audacity to tell me that I have no right of freedom of speech if I don't agree with you, you're fucking stupid. You're wrong. Simply put, you are wrong. I'm gonna do my best Donald Trump impression here. Wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. Fucking wrong. Period. Guys, the freedom of speech. Because I just said those things and they are not popular with the status quo now. It's because of the freedom of speech that I have the right to say those things. And I have the right to say a lot more. Not going to get into it today's video. Yes, I know words can hurt. They can tear apart families. They can tear apart relationships. They can drive someone to suicide. But at the end of the day, you cannot control what people say or do. You can only control yourself. And it breaks my heart to see the nation that I love and its laws that are written by our founding fathers being torn apart and made a mockery and essentially being used as toilet paper. I hope and pray that patriots like me that are out there watching right now, one day when it is time, we will take a stand and jealously guard the United States Constitution. Protect it with our lives. That's all for this week on America's Grip. I love you guys all, and there's not a dang thing you guys can do about it. I want to remind everybody of our call to action here at America's Grip. Go out and get yourselves informed, and that the government hates an informed citizen above all. I will see you next week here on America's Grip. Thank you guys for watching. God bless you. God bless your families. Most importantly, God bless the United States of America.